Hi, welcome to a brand new vlog. So in case you're new here, hi, my name is Diane. I work in film and television as an on-set props person, but I'm also an indie author. I have one book out currently. It's a little poetry collection, links for that down below. And I make videos about my life, my writing process, and all that stuff here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them, so subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, so it's been a few days since I have vlogged. Recently, my illness anxiety, my health anxiety has been triggered, so I've just been spending the last couple days catching up on some life things and mostly just trying to, do things to regulate my nervous system. It also doesn't help that it's been really gloomy and gray and dark the last 2 days. That definitely affects my mood and my ability to do anything with my life. Today is Wednesday, November 22nd. As far as creative work and being productive in that way, there hasn't been very much of that. However, I have been doing things that have made me feel good. I've been doing a lot more reading. I cleaned my apartment the other day, the one sunny day that we've had in the last week. I've crossed a few things off of my kind of home life to do admin list type thing, which have been on my list for forever, So that felt really good. And then really, first of all, I love the Food Network. I watch a lot of Food Network. I'm either watching horror or I'm watching the Food Network. And I've been watching a lot of baking championships. I've just been so into baking lately. So I've watched Halloween baking championship and Best Baker in America, and it's been lovely. It's been so good. Recently though, in the last couple of days, I was you know what? I kind of put off watching kids baking championship because I was I don't know if I have it in me to watch kids baking championship. But I started watching it the other day and I really did not expect. It's just so wholesome and I get I'm so invested in these children. They're so cute and it's everything I didn't know I needed. I needed it for my soul. There was a while where I was just watching, I constantly had Forensic Files on, and if you don't know what Forensic Files is, it's just it's these real life cases of murder or arson or, illnesses, just things. It's these real cases and it's just all about how forensic science helped to solve the cases. So there's a lot of it's a lot of suffering and destruction and all that stuff. And I just always have it on. It's my comfort show and I just always have it on. I love it. I started to realize that my mood, I don't know, I just felt it may be subconscious. It was seeping into my brain and just affecting my general anxiety disorder. So I was maybe I just need a little bit of a palate cleanse, a little bit of a break from Forensic Files. And honestly, Kids Baking Championship is just, it's what I needed. It's what I needed. But anyway, the reason I wanted to start this vlog today, I've been feeling not great, especially because of my health anxiety stuff. So I'm dealing with that. I feel mostly fine. It's mainly the anxiety of certain symptoms that I'm having. But for the most part, I'm fine. And I do wanna do some ben work today. So I'm turning the camera on today to hold myself accountable. I have a lot of things that I want to plan out and do and think about for the new year especially. So I want to be doing some of that today, but mainly I definitely want to get some ben work in, and I got to do a lot of video editing. So that's going to be my day today. It's about 10:40 right now. My breakfast just arrived, so I'm going to go eat that and watch Kids Baking Championship and then get into some ben work. Okay, so I've had breakfast. I'm still watching Kids Baking Championship because it makes me happy, and I'm very much in need of just, surrounding myself with things that make me happy. So anyway, it's almost noon currently, and I am about to get into some ben work. So I'm pretty sure in my last vlog I left off where I was just I was working on the character profiles. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to continue. I am mostly done Ben's, but I'm still working on it. Madison and Ben's are kind of the two main character profiles that needed. I didn't do a whole lot of changes, but there were some important things that I added and changed and whatnot. So those are the ones that need kind of the most work. And then the rest are mainly kind of a copying and pasting and just kind of restructuring things. And then once those are done, that's a huge chunk of the prep before I start draft 4. I was anticipating having a lot of developmental work to do after I sent it to my CPs because I just knew something felt off. I knew something was missing and I knew I needed to make changes. But I wasn't exactly anticipating, did I mention this already? I think, oh my gosh, I don't know that I I've mentioned this, but I have decided I'm gonna write the story in a first person present tense. First I'm gonna try it out with a chapter or two, see how that feels, but I feel like that's the way to go. And I talked to my CP who had kind of mentioned that to me, and I feel good about it. I feel good about it. I'm actually really excited about getting into actually writing draft 4. But yeah, so I've decided that's what I'm gonna definitely be trying out. And so today I want to finish the rest of these character profiles, and then I want to work on the outline / timeline of the new draft. There's definitely a lot of changes happening in the first act. I think there's just too long before like the main kind of story happens. There's also things changing in the rest of the story, but definitely the first part of the story is going to be changing quite a bit. So I need a whole fresh new outline. Even though I'm going to be keeping a lot of scenes, there's enough changing where I definitely need I'm starting from fresh with a new outline. So that's kind of my goal today. I don't have any plans today with anybody. I'll probably go see my parents at some point. I'm very much in my like winter. I don't do very well emotionally and like productively in the winter, and I very much just want to be home alone. And I'm more like, the winter for me is very much more of a consuming season than like a producing season. I just want to be cozy and stay in and kind of eat well and drink warm things and watch things and read things, because mood wise and mental health wise I get pretty low. So I need more comforting things. I feel like a lot of people are that way. So as much as I am very excited to be working on this book, I know that my my output when it comes to this is gonna be fairly low. So I reached out to my editor because I want to keep my January deadline for as long as possible, but I also want to be very realistic with the fact that I probably won't get this done in time, and I don't want to cancel or reschedule at the last minute. Like, I want to make sure that she has enough time to kind of react. So I kind of let her know where I'm at, and I just asked her, what's the minimum amount of time for me to reschedule where like it won't mess you up. And so she said about a month, and that works out. I feel like I'll have a pretty good idea of whether or not I'll make it by mid-December. So I'm gonna let her know as soon as possible. I will very likely be rescheduling to a later date, but we'll see. I know that once I start work especially, my writing will be taking very much like the backest seat possible. I'm still very much going to be working on the balance between working, resting, and doing my creative work. So I mean, it's mostly going to be on the weekends. It'll probably be at least one day a week. We'll see. You'll be there. I'll be vlogging it. So anyway, I'm going to get to work on these character profiles. I gotta take the sweater off because it's getting hot in here. I'm going to watch Kids Baking Championship and just try to enjoy myself as much as possible.
Looking for change in myself, taking the easy way out is never gonna take me there. The more that I loosen the grip, the harder it is to forget that I'm the one who keeps me here. I'm holding the key in my hand, trying to stick to the plan of what I know. But I don't know, 'cause I don't really wanna let go. I need something that'll take me home.
Hello, I am currently eating chips and salsa because I'm not feeling all that well. I have some sort of like ear thing going on. It's very, very uncomfortable. So I've been in a little bit of a moody mood, and I just want to eat chips and chocolate and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Today's Friday. It's November 24th. I have not really done much the last couple of days. Like, I've done very little. However, I have finished my character profiles for Ben, so that's all done. And today I'm going to be working on my new outline. I feel like this vlog is going to be very short, but I'm just not having a great second half of November. I'm really hoping that this ear thing clears up in the next couple of days and it doesn't get worse. But until then, I'm just gonna kind of take it easy, work on Ben as much as possible, get some video editing done. I'm very excited to decorate for Christmas. I got a new little like corner bookshelf thing, so I'll be putting that up in my room very, very soon. But yeah, things over here are like, they're not great, but I'm sure that they could be a lot worse. They have been a lot worse, so I'm grateful. I'm trying my best to kind of work through it and be as positive as possible, but yeah, so that's what's going on there. But I'm very excited to get started on my new outline. I'm also really in the mood to kind of do like a life audit type thing, get myself organized and ready for the new year. I do have this, like, I have a Google Docs that I started at the beginning of 2023. I just called it like my life plan for 2023, and it had a bunch of like all the different things. I had like finances and like life admin things and health things and writing things and other creative things. Like it's so good, and I haven't really touched it in a few months. I haven't really looked at it. I'm excited to take a look at that and just kind of further develop that a bit and just, figure things out, like take stock of things, do a life audit, and really just enjoy the rest of this year and prepare myself as much as possible for 2024. That's what's going on. I'm going to continue to eat chips and salsa. I've also got quite a few. I got some like sugar cookies. I got chocolate covered Ritz. I got fudge covered Oreos. I am set for the mood that I'm currently in. So I'm going to do a bunch of that, work on a bit of bend, some video editing, and just try to get by, So yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm sorry if it was short. I promise once I'm feeling a little more like myself, I will have some better content for you guys. I'm really looking forward to the new year. I feel like even though it's definitely going to start, it's going to be busy. I'm going to be very busy with work for a large part of 2024, but I'm actually, as much as I'm a little bit worried about that, physically, health-wise, and like, mentally, I'm also really excited. I'm really excited to, like, I'm just excited for all the things that I want to do in 2024. And part of my like life audit is also figuring out exactly what it is I want to accomplish in 2024 and kind of where I'm at and what kind of habits I need to start implementing in my life and whatnot. Like I'm gonna do a whole thing, and I'm very, very excited. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your November is going. Let me know what your plans are for the rest of the year. Let me know all the things. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are gold. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.